So this short little presentation is going to address periodization and why we use it. Periodization, it's organised manipulation and systematic planning of physical training to elicit an optimal performance. Essentially what that means is manipulating plans, days, weeks and months, weights, reps and sets to ensure you get the best performance out of the athlete or client. So this could be building up to competitions or just certain periods. So why do we use it? Studies have shown that by controlling the variety and by looking at the different modalities such as speed, power, strength and recovery, we can improve all of those points. So it's extremely important to know how our client or athlete adapts to certain training stimuli, and then we can address that. For example, give them more or less rest, higher volume, higher intensity to get the best results. So what does it look like? So a macro cycle, which you can see at the top block, that's the longer term. This is then broken down into into shorter blocks, and then those blocks are once again broken down into even smaller blocks. So let's have a look at this. Imagine like as a year cycle. The macro cycle will be 12 months. The mesocycles there, for example, would be 3 months each, giving you 4 mesocycles. And each one of those mesocycles would have 4 microcycles, which would be the training weeks. So you need to really start from the top-down approach. What is it that we're looking to achieve? How long is the cycle going to be? And then we break that down into different cycles, looking to achieve something at the end of each block. And then those microcycles, which is each week, need to have little small goals in as well to eventually achieve the long-term goal. Obviously, it's extremely important to know where you're going, what is the goal and the outcome that you're looking to achieve. So this brings us into the different types of periodization. We've got block periodization. This is the most common that you'll see, where those mesocycles are broken down into endurance, hypertrophy, strength, power, or conditioning. Those blocks are all manipulated depending on what you're trying to achieve or what the athlete or client's goal is. And you'll do mini blocks building up, and it's a really good chance just to focus on certain areas. Linear progression is used more with beginners. This is where we just increase weights, sets, volume, for example, and it just goes in a linear fashion, always increasing. Undulating is great for sport. This just basically means that it's a dynamic changing, so daily or weekly, the volume or intensity could change just to suit around the athlete's or client's needs. And the conjugate, which is most popularized by Westside barbell, is very dynamic and changing, and it basically uses a max effort on day 1, and days 2s and 3s is more dynamic and faster. So in summary, the best results come from organized training. The organization should be based around objectives that have been set. Of course, it's extremely important to have a time frame, such as a football season or preparation for a race or weightlifting competition, to ensure that they can plan and organise and periodise properly. Here's a few references below where I've given my information from, and we'll just give you a good summary of everything involved. Give us a follow for more information.